It's a lot of wine. Okay, what's up, wine nerds? Welcome back to Bottled Up. My name is Ian. Today we'll be rating my wine cellar. So I did a post on Instagram last week asking which video should I post? Should I do one on rating my wine cellar? Should I review some wine products? You know, which one would be the best one for you? And most of you guys wanted to see what's inside my wine cellar. So let's get into it. If you're getting any value out of this video, please hit that like button. What wines are your favorite in your wine cellar? Let me know in the comment section below. So just a disclaimer, I don't really have anything crazy expensive in here. Like I didn't go to Burgundy and knock down like $200 bottles of wine, you know? I don't really have super old vintages in my wine cellar. And when I say wine cellar, I say this a lot, but what I'm saying is my wine fridge. I don't have a basement, I don't have a cave where I keep all my wine. I have a wine fridge and it holds 45 bottles of wine and it's great. It does the job that I needed to do and it's wonderful. Okay, without further ado, I took most of the bottles out of my wine cellar. I did not take all of them out necessarily, but I did take all the ones out that I thought were interesting, and there were some duplicates in there that then I just left all the duplicates in the wine fridge because there's no point in doing that. So I took all these out of my wine fridge. I organized them by region and also by winery. So that way I have multiple bottles at certain wineries. I feel like most of what I have is domestic. It is from the US of A because I live here. You know? And most of them are from California, probably. I think most of them are from my area, Santa Barbara County. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive into it. First region we have is the state of Washington. Yes, my home state. They are producing some awesome wines, and there are some producers that I am a huge fan of that I got some bottles from. I did have a lot more, but they are gone now because I drank them all. You know? First one is from a winery in Lake Chelan called Siren Song. They actually got the grapes from Santa Rita Hills in Santa Barbara, which is insane. I'm not sure how they did this. I'm not sure if they trucked them up or if they went down and made the Pinot there, but this is a Pinot Noir from Siren Song Winery in Lake Chelan, Washington, and they got the grapes from Santa Rita Hills, Santa Barbara. So that's kind of a really cool connection between my home state and where I currently live or have been living. So I'm a huge fan of this. This was my wedding wine. This is a 2012 Pinot Noir from Siren Song, grapes, Santa Rita Hills, Santa Barbara. The next one is also from Siren Song. This is a Reserve Sauvignon Blanc. Sorry. This is their Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon from Siren Song, and this one is from Ancient Stones Estate Vineyard in Walla Walla Valley. That's where they got the grapes from. It's a 2015. I don't know if this is the Rocks Vineyard because I've heard of the Rocks up in Washington that is literally growing on rocks. Sort of like Southern Rhone, Châteauneuf-du-Pape. They have these things called galets, and they're just rocks that the vines are growing out of. I heard it's like 10 feet deep of just like solid rocks, which has amazing drainage. Next we have Cardis Winery. This is also in Lake Chelan because that's where my parents live and that's where I like to go visit. This one's actually my friend's winery, Cardis. This is a 2014 Counoise, or Counois, however you want to say it, and they got the grapes from Yakima Valley. Cardis Winery does Southern Rhone varieties, so like Châteauneuf-du-Pape, a bunch of different wine blends there, and they do a lot of cool things. And this is 100% Counoise that I personally love and adore. High acid, earthy goodness. Next region we have is probably the region where I have the most wines from, which is this region that I live in, Santa Barbara, California. So without further ado, let's go through that. So this is Whitcraft Winery 2017. This is their Rojo Grande. It's a blend. They got the grapes from actually San Luis Obispo County. That's kind of interesting. Whitcraft Winery is a very, I would say, legendary winery in the Santa Barbara area, known for Pinot Noir. Rojo Grande is a blend, I believe, of Syrah and Lagrein, which is interesting, super interesting. Lagrein is an Italian variety, and then they blended it with some Syrah. So this is, you know, It's a heavier Rojo Grande. It's a little bit heavier red. Next I have this one. It's called Brook. This is me. I made this wine, but this was my first vintage I ever made by myself. Santa Ynez Valley Syrah. I haven't really tried this since 2018. This is a 2018 vintage. I'm probably not gonna open it for a while. Yeah, there is a bunch of sediment in there, isn't there? Yeah, it's my first wine, whatever. Be interested to see how that turns out. So let's go over the winery where I currently work. It is called Jaffers. They're known for Syrahs, Northern Rhone influence. They do some Southern Rhone stuff here and there. This is a blend of 50% Mourvedre, and I'm a huge fan of Mourvedre. And there's a 2015. Last one from Jaffers. This one is Petite Syrah, 100% Petite Syrah, really big, inky grape. This is a 2017, so fairly young for this guy. I'll probably lay that down in my cellar for a good amount of time before I touch it. Or I'll just decant it one night for a couple hours, and that'll probably be really good too. Next one, Carhart Vineyard, also Santa Barbara County, Santa Ynez Valley. Carhart Vineyard makes a wide range of wines, and they're all pretty good, I would say. 2013 Pinot Noir, 100% Mourvedre. 2015 Super Tuscan Blend. 2016 Merlot, Cabernet Franc. 2015. This grape is 100% Cinsault, which is very intriguing. Not a lot of people make a Cinsault. Really light, chill it on a hot day, a little bit. It's amazing. Super good stuff. Okay, they're fine. So this is a very industry thing to have in your cellar if you work in the wine industry. This is what we call a shiner. This is an unlabeled bottle of wine, and it's because I worked on the bottling truck. This one, they were changing the name. They haven't printed labels yet. I should have written on it what it was. I do remember what this was though. This is their Bordeaux blend. So Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc. I think they put some Petit Verdot in this as well. If you work in the wine industry, I think you have a couple of these in your wine collection. Just some shiners with no label on it. It happens. This one is from Whalen Wine Company. This is 100% Mourvedre, you know, me and Mourvedre. When people make 100% Mourvedre, I'm usually game for it. I haven't had a bad one yet, so. But also, I have friends that make really good wine. Whalen Wine Co. Boom, boom, boom. Grenache, the Garnacha Noir. This one is also from Whalen, and it's just super yummy, yummy. Last one that we have of the Santa Barbara County is Grassini, and this is in Happy Canyon. 2014 Cabernet Sauvignon. This is their reserve. It's 2014, so I'm gonna keep it in there for a little bit longer. So that's all for Santa Barbara County. Next we have Paso Robles. The thing about Paso is that they can be kind of hit or miss for me. I like the higher acid, lower alcohol, more of a French style of making wine. This one's called Tablas Creek. Tablas is the only one I have right now from Paso. I need to go up there again and do a trip to different wineries up there. 2017 Tannat. So Tannat is in that same camp with Petite Syrah and Petite Verdot. Really big, really bold, really heavy, but Tablas Creek makes it in a very light style. Awesome job. 2017 Tannat. I have a couple of these bad boys in there as well. Next one I have is Patalinda Tablas. This is a blend. They are known for their blends. The last one from Paso and the last one from Tablas Creek is their 2017 Roussan. This is one of the white wines that I'm trying to age. So yes, white wines can be age worthy. Roussan is a great example of that. And so this is one of the ones that I do not want to touch for a very, very, very long time. Going up the coast of California from Paso, we have Napa Valley. I don't carry a lot of Napa wines. I do usually have Sonoma that circles in and out of my wine fridge from time to time, but not usually Napa. Not because I don't like it, mostly just because they're expensive. So I don't like to buy them. But this one is from Banshee. I believe their winery's based in Sonoma, but they got these grapes from Napa Valley. This is their Cabernet Sauvignon, and it is a 2016. Don't remember what this tastes like, but I bought it, so it's good. Next, we're going to take a visit to France. I have only 3 wines from there right now. Wait, hold on. I have another one that's super interesting in here. Okay, scratch that. I have 4. First, on the western side of France, we have the Loire Valley. This is the upper Loire Valley. They called it different because it is very different. It's from Domaine du Pavé. This grape is called Cellar and is a 2017. And my wife is a huge fan of this one, and it's super yummy. So this one, just kidding. We're gonna go east a bit over the mountains. We're gonna go to a place called Beaujolais. And if you know me, you know that I have a love infatuation with Beaujolais. This one is from Pierre Coton. This is from Côte de Brouilles in Beaujolais. Very small producer. There's usually a lot more in here, but Thanksgiving happened and I love Beaujolais with turkey. Okay, we're gonna go a little bit north of Beaujolais and we're going to go to Burgundy, Côte de Beaune, which has a lot of Chardonnay, world-class Chardonnay from this area. This is Sauvigny-le-Bon, and this is a 2013 well-made Chardonnay. Is one of the best things in life, I would say. Now we're gonna go a little bit more north and slightly east toward Germany. And this is a little town called Alsace, literally right next to the border of Germany on the Rhine River, if you know your geography. And this one is a Riesling, dry Riesling from Alsace, and this is a 2017. I think a lot of wine nerds have a big appreciation for dry Rieslings. It just cleanses the palate. This is kind of interesting because this guy is a screw top. That doesn't mean that it's a bad wine at all whatsoever. It's just kind of interesting because a lot of the southern hemisphere, like Australia, they really have taken towards screw top. Pierre Spar in Alsace decided that he wanted to go screw top with it. It's pretty cool. I'm not against that whatsoever. Next, we are going to go to Italy. Just kidding, we're going to Spain. Let's go to Spain. This is from Lopez de Heredia, and this is one of the most legendary, I would say, producers in Rioja, Viña Cubillo, and this is their Crianza, their youngest wine that they release, and this one is a 2011. So Spain, especially Rioja, like to age their wines in barrel before they bottle it and before they release it, so much that their youngest wine is now a 2011. This is current release. I got this a couple months ago. Okay, now we are going to Italy. We're gonna start at the northern area of Italy in Piedmont, or Piemonte, as they call it, Barbera d'Alba. 2018, I haven't had very many Barberas in my life. I don't think I've ever had one actually from Italy. I'm excited to try this one probably very soon, but it is a 2018. I don't know if I'm gonna leave it in there for longer or if I feel like I just wanna try it because I haven't had it in a long time. So yeah, we'll see. Follow me on Instagram and you'll find out, because I post pretty much everything I drink on Instagram. Most recent history of my whole wine cellar is on my Instagram page, so go follow that. Last one we have is from Tuscany, and this one is Chianti, and is very, very popular for their Sangiovese. This one is Chianti Classico. Montignana is the producer, Villa Montignana. Anyways, this is a Reserva Chianti Classico, 2014. Not too bad. So it sounds like the audio cut out in the video. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for helping me raid my wine collection. I have bottles coming in and out of this wine collection all the time, so please follow me at Bottle of Wine on Instagram. Let me know which bottles are your favorite in your wine collection and what you can't wait to open down in the comment section below. Also, what are your bucket list wines? What wines do you need to try at some point in your life? And I'll see you guys in the next video, where I will be talking about Christmas dinner wine pairings. Very excited about this one. I can't wait to get my hands on a bunch of recipes and then figure out which wines I would pair with that recipe. So I'll see you in the next video. Drink wine, drink wide, and don't be a snob.